And so that's my invitation to you tonight. I'm not taking you anywhere tonight, but the Holy Spirit guides you wherever the Spirit might want to guide you. Tonight, tomorrow, Monday, and Tuesday night as well. Tonight we're going to look at what it means to hear God's call through our stories, the stories in our lives. Tomorrow night, how do we understand what God is calling us to do and to be? And on Tuesday night, how does that directly affect us? What does that mean here at this parish of St. Benedict's in Phoenix in the year 2013? So hopefully you can join us every night. If not, can't join us tomorrow night, come back on Tuesday night for the grand finale. Each night does stand on its own. And like a pack of cigarettes, the only warning I have for you is I'm going to tell a lot of stories. More as each night goes on. So let's begin after that introduction. I've got a number of points I want to share with you about how do we hear God's call in our lives. First thing we have to do to hear God's call, really basic, is turn down the volume of everything else. We are surrounded by a ton of noise. A few years back, something happened to my clock radio. I don't know why, I only had it for about 40 years. It worked every day, and then one morning, it didn't turn on, I thought. And I realized it's on, but the volume's real low. But I had to turn the volume down. And I played with the switch, and the volume was up, but I couldn't hear anything. So I turned the volume all the way up, and I could hear it. Went to bed that night, and the next morning, when I went on, the volume was all the way up, and scraped me off the ceiling of my bedroom. This happened a number of times before it dawned on me, for a mere $20 I can get another clock radio, and we won't have to worry about this nonsense anymore. Too loud, too soft. Finally, I bought a new clock radio where I could adjust the volume. In our lives, each one of us has to adjust the volume of the noise around us. And so often, it kind of sneaks up and it gets a little louder, our lives get a little louder and louder. We don't realize we're trying to shout over the din of everything happening in our lives. I mean that not just in some kind of philosophical way, I mean that in a very practical way as well. Count the number of TV screens in your house right now. So that would include computer monitor screens. It would include iPads if it gets TV, include your phone if that gets TV. There are probably more places to look at television in your home than you have